Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bailey and this is What is Hay Bales Doing? So today I'm going to go over the results of the 60 Days Stronger Challenge that I did all of September and October. So clearly it's 60 days long. If you haven't been tuning into any of the videos or you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, you can take a moment to go watch this right here. And this is going to explain in detail what this challenge is. Right now, I'm just going to tell you that it was 60 days long and I was focusing on 5 different habits. And the point was to build healthy habits over these 60 days. And those healthy habits were making sure I drink enough water, that I'm exercising daily, that I am being healthy and sticking to a healthy meal plan. I'm reading in a self-development book, and that I am doing gratitude on a daily basis. So those are the 5 things that I was aiming for. And the goals that I set at the beginning of this challenge, which I've got my handy dandy journal here, so I will tell you that my main goals were to lose 5 to 10 pounds, to close all 3 of my rings on my Apple Watch every single day, and to finish reading 2 to 3 books. So I'll tell you right now that I definitely did the first one. I lost a little over 5 pounds throughout the 60 days, which is a good amount. I really wanted to aim for more, about like 10, but I'm happy with 5 because we got to start somewhere, right? And I honestly didn't do as well as I had hoped throughout this challenge. So that's another reason why I didn't really hit that goal the way I probably could have had I given it a little bit more focus and attention. Definitely did not close all 3 of my rings every day. That was super ambitious. But I did finish reading 2 books throughout this challenge. So I just want to go over the reflection portion, which is in the back of the journal. So if any of you guys are watching and you have used the journal yourself, the reflection is there to kind of go over how you did during the challenge, what went well, and what you can maybe improve on for the next time. Because the whole idea is that this is just the beginning. This is how we're starting. Little backstory, I actually came up with this challenge. I made it up. And I made it up because in 2019, I had an amazing routine going. I was exercising every single day, 7 days a week. I was meal prepping and counting calories and losing weight. So that's my healthy meal plan. I was definitely drinking enough water every single day. I drink way too much water. And back then I was also starting a new bedtime routine where I was reading a self-development book before bed, as well as doing a daily gratitude list. And when I did all 5 of those things and I was doing them consistently and regularly, guys, I was in the best shape of my life, physically and mentally. When I look back at that, 2019 was a wild year. There were a lot of ups and downs, but overall, I was fucking happy. I was so happy during that time. I truly believe that that happiness that I was experiencing and feeling was because I was taking care of myself, physically and mentally. And all of those things are what I put together for the 60 Day Stronger Challenge, because unfortunately, when the pandemic happened, all of that just went kaput. Like I was exercising, but I wasn't really paying attention to what I was eating. I kind of stopped reading. I definitely stopped my gratitude sometime in 2020. Like it was rough. And so many of us had our routines disrupted at that time. And that is where this challenge was born. And so getting back into it, honestly, ever since then, I had slowly started gaining some of the weight back, which was very hard. I went from being super thin as a child to ballooning when I was in my early 20s, like the heaviest weight I'd ever been, 200 pounds, to losing all of that and being in the literal best shape of my life. I was literally having athlete body measurements when I was, 25 in 2019? So best shape of my life. And then the pandemic hits and things start to go downhill again. And I gained about, I think it was 25 pounds back at one point, or 30 pounds, which is a lot after being so small again. And it's just been a roller coaster because that's life. Life is full of up and downs. Life is full of surprises. Life is full of these things. And somebody actually told me that becoming an adult means that you will gain and lose the same 15 pounds over and over again. And it will cycle throughout the, the remaining decades of your life. And I firmly believe that. I do. And so for me, I really, really wanted to get back into a routine. So I did a live challenge, which is what was going on from September through October, where I led a group of women in this challenge with me through a Facebook group. And we had a blast. It was so great to see these women, pick up healthy habits, make their goals happen. Like, it was just so fun. I love being able to cheer people on, and I was doing it with them. So it was really helpful to have other people doing this along with me, which is something I didn't have in the past. And unfortunately, like I said, I was not able to, be as committed as I really wanted. I literally started a brand new job at the end of September. So that kind of took everything into a whole new direction I wasn't expecting. Although I'm super proud of myself. So let's go ahead and get into the reflection and talk about what I was able to accomplish, and most importantly, what I learned about myself throughout this. Because this was more than just trying to make some habits happen or try to get into a routine. There's also a lot of self-reflection and self-discovery that occurs throughout something like this. And that's part of what these reflection pages are for. So the first question is, what were the biggest changes that I noticed, whether it be physically, mentally, or emotionally, throughout this challenge? So for me, one of the things that I noticed, and this isn't necessarily a change, or maybe it is actually, because I changed environments. I recently moved to New York City, and this again comes to new place, new routine, new lifestyle, new habits, right? So I wrote down that I am trying to build a new exercise routine, which I have been attempting since July now. And I realized that I do a lot better when exercise is combined with social aspects. So back when I was living in Houston and all throughout 2019, I was part of a workout group called Camp Gladiator. And it was literally me making friends with all these people. It's group exercise, and we are just chatting and having a blast while exercising and lifting weights and doing HIIT workouts. And literally, it's the best thing for me because I'm having fun hanging out with people. So even if I hate what exercise we're doing and I'm bitching about having to do burpees, somebody near me is gonna also hate it, and they're gonna chime in, and we're gonna laugh, and we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna suck it up and just do it anyways. Whereas I have not done a single burpee since I quit Camp Gladiator, because why the fuck would I want to do that? There's no need for it. So something great though that has come out of, just moving to a new place in New York City is that we found a running club. So for me, that is my social aspect. Unfortunately, it's not every day of the week, and I can't make every single run work with my schedule always like I would hope. But there is a social part to exercise. So it's a small piece of the puzzle, but it's something, right? So I am very grateful for my run club here in New York City. It's great. Which habits or routines did I develop that I want to continue incorporating into my daily life? So this one, I've got a few actually. So the first one I wrote down is lunchtime walks. So part of this challenge is that you need to exercise for an hour a day, and you can split it into 2 30-minute sessions if necessary, but no more than 2 30 minutes. So what I started doing, and I don't know where this idea came into place, but it did, is I have started lunchtime walks. So I only get a 30-minute lunch break, but I'm allowed to eat at my desk too. So typically what I do is I eat my lunch at my desk, and then as soon as I'm done eating, I get up and I go on a 30-minute walk. So that is super great for the digestive system. It allows everything to just kind of digest better. There's a lot of research around walking after you eat, so you can look that up. Actually, I'll be nice. I'll put a link down in the bottom so you can go check out the research. But that's super great aspect. And then also I'm getting 30 minutes out of the office into fresh air, which New York City air, but whatever. And if it's a sunny day, that's even better. Then I'm getting sunshine, a walk. I always put in my AirPods and listen to a podcast usually. So it's really been great. It's been a mood booster. It helps the end of the day not drag. I'm not exhausted in the afternoon anymore. It's awesome. I love it. I love this new habit that I built. And it came from the 60 Day Stronger Challenge of trying to make sure I get all of my exercise in. Another habit that I have rebuilt is meal prepping. I'm so proud of myself. I have gotten back into that. It's really helped that I work a full-time job now because, again, with a 30-minute lunch break, I really don't have the option to go out and get something most of the time anyways. So I've really been working on meal prepping every single Sunday, and I've done a fantastic job of it, and I'm super proud of myself. And then the final one is gratitude and reading before bed. So I haven't been perfect at these, but I have started these again, which I gave up probably about a year or so ago. Like actually probably last August when I was in my final year of my associate's degree. I gave up a lot of good habits back then because I was so stressed. And so I'm really proud of myself. This is something I focus on every weekend, or excuse me, every evening now. And then the next question is, how has my perspective on health and fitness shifted as a result of this experience? So my answer is that while I'm not 100% where I want to be yet, I've done a great job of starting to get back into a healthy routine. And I realize that I really need that now that I'm in my 30s. Because guys, we aren't getting any younger. And ladies especially, once we hit our 30s, like we really need to work on lifting weights. So that is not something I've gotten back into yet, but it is on my horizon. I do plan to get back into it because our muscles start to just go downhill and we really need to be taking care of them. And I know that. So I'm now at the point where I'm like, I really need to start taking my health more seriously. I'm 31, about to be 32. I can't keep putting these things off. People always said that your 30s are the years. If you start these healthy habits now, you'll be able to continue them throughout your adulthood and the rest of your life, and that will keep you strong and healthy. So just a quick reminder. And then what am I most proud of accomplishing and what goals do I want to set next? So I'm definitely proud of losing 5 pounds. So some of the new goals that I have is to go for a run at least 2 or more days a week, to go to the gym before work 4 days a week. So that is something that I was truly trying to establish during all of this. And it's been rough. It's been really rough getting back into a routine and trying to get the gym before work. I used to do that all the time, you guys. That was like my thing throughout 2022, through most of 2023, and then 24 and 25, it just went downhill. And I haven't been able to climb back up. So that I think is my biggest goal, is getting into the gym at least Monday through Thursday in the mornings and lifting weights before I go to work. Exercise in the morning is such an amazing way to wake up for the day. And I know this from experience. That's why when I started it in the past, I continued it because it felt good and I know it did. So those are my next goals coming up. And speaking of things coming up, guys, I am doing another live round of the challenge starting on January 1st. So I don't have the sign up ready just yet, but you can go ahead and use the link down below in the description and go ahead and fill out the form so that you will be notified as soon as the sign up is available. I'm super pumped. I am excited to do this again. I feel like I'm going to take it more seriously in January. I think a lot of us do. It's the whole new year, new me mindset. I think it's a lot easier because doing all of this right before the holidays, you guys, like it's too much holiday fun happening And that can be an extremely difficult time to start up a routine. So my goal is to really work on getting a healthy routine established more firmly at the beginning of 2026, and then just continue to write it throughout the year. Because when the holidays come, I just keep writing that good routine, and it's all great. Speaking of, for those of you who have done the challenge before and have used the original 60 Day Stronger Challenge journal, I'm excited to let you guys know that there is a new version. So I'm calling this level 2 because in this one, it's got the exact same things, right? We've got our places to, write everything down. I have made a few updates, like specifically for the meal plan. I've changed it just a little bit, and I hope you guys will like that. But I have also changed the bonuses in here. So we have different weekly bonuses than the original one because we're going to go deeper. So if you've done the challenge before, this level 2 journal is for you. If you haven't, start with level 1, both of which are linked down below in the description. But also, I realized while I was using this journal that the meal plan, it was a little bit hard to plan out. I didn't really have the space for it. So level 2, what I've created is every single week, there's an entire page devoted to the meal plan. So then on the daily pages, you just have to say, did you stay on track, yes or no? So you can put what you plan to have that week for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And you can even fill out your grocery list. You're welcome. But I am really excited. I'm going to use this journal for the next round. I'm super pumped because I really needed a little bit more help planning things out, because when I meal prep, you guys, I literally will eat the same thing for lunch the entire week. Like this week, I'm eating spaghetti squash with tofu as my lunch literally every single day this week. And then next week I'll have something else that I will eat every single day. So while you do not have to do that, you still can plan it better. You can put, like, maybe you're going to swap and do this for lunch this day, this for lunch the next day. You can write it down. It's just going to be a lot easier to plan it out because, guys, a meal plan, you need to plan it. You need to actually plan it. You can't just wing it. And that, I think, was my biggest problem with this last round of the challenge. I really didn't plan things the way I should have. And how do you hit your goals successfully is you have to plan. So thank you guys for checking out this video. I hope that this was helpful. I hope I have inspired you to sign up and do round 2, or not round 2, round whatever, the next round of the 60 Day Stronger live challenge that's going to happen in January. I like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I really hope I get to see you in the live challenge in January. If you're interested, don't forget to sign up using the link in the description. But otherwise, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That will be very, very helpful to me. And don't forget to subscribe so you can stay updated with all the news regarding the 60 Day Stronger Challenge, as well as everything else going on in What is Hay Bells Doing. Bye!